Hafiz Saab, in regards to books of hadith, which are not the 6 books, can you mention a few that are well known amongst the ulama and which are used a lot outside of the 6 hadith?
Yes,
Just
Imam
a few.
Bukhari.
I know there's a lot.
Yeah. Imam Bukhari rahmatullahi alayhi, he had memorized 600,000 ahadith. Out of that, 100,000 were sahih ahadith. He has mentioned only about 7,000 in Bukhari Sharif. What about the rest then? So he has recorded that in Al-Adabul Mufrad, as also in Tarikh of Imam Bukhari. Similarly, Imam Bayhaqi has written the book of ahadith. Imam Jalaluddin Suyuti, Al-Jami' al-Saghir. And similarly, you find the book of Imam Malik rahmatullahi alayhi, Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal rahmatullahi alayhi. So many such books of ahadith are there. Even what do you call, Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik alayhi, Darimi is there, and Tabarani is there. What a famous hadith book is Tabarani, Al-Mu'ajam al-Kabir by Imam Tabarani, which is in 3 forms, like Saghir, Awsat and Kabir. So these are very authentic books of ahadith, which they do follow, they do have there in libraries. But this statement particularly, who say that we follow only 6, this is not told by a person who has intellect. Only a person who does not use his intellect will utter such manner.
Jazakallah. So a beautiful point that you've mentioned there, Hafiz Saab, that Imam Bukhari, did you say 6, 7, was it 500,000 he memorized hadith?
600,000.
Or 700? 600,000 hadiths Imam Bukhari memorized, but in Bukhari Sharif there is only 7,000. So what about them other hadiths? Just because it's not in Sahih Bukhari, are we going to deny them? But even though it's coming from the same, it's coming from the same great Imam Bukhari, and obviously we know, and we know the waqia of how much precaution Imam Bukhari took when he would take hadith Sharif as well.
Exactly.
So we know. So that is a beautiful point, Hafiz Saab. Thank you for raising that with ourselves.
And with sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
With regards to that, the da'if hadith, when they say, now when we say that Hafiz ibn Kathir has recorded the hadith that the deceased can listen, can pray, they respond to the salam, they say these are weak hadiths. Now they should also realize this fact. Had they read the usul of hadith only, if they have not read the usul of hadith, they won't talk about this, because they can't talk. Now, those scholars who have categorized ahadith such as Hasan, Sahih, Da'if, they themselves have said that one thing, Da'if hadith are accepted for the virtuous thing. 1. Second, if the same hadith has come through another narrator chain, and when there are siqa narrators, then this hadith automatically becomes Hasan. And similarly, if the ulama are acting on that particular da'if hadith, now because of the practice of the ulama, that hadith becomes Hasan again. So they have given these rulings as well. Why don't they? Why they don't follow those rulings? Why are they taking only what they wanted? So even if it's a da'if hadith, now obviously, let's say for example, if Nasiruddin Albani, the one who removed about 5,000 ahadith from the books of hadith, from Mishkat Sharif, from Jalalain Sharif, from Bukhari Sharif also, from even Tafsir ibn Kasir, they have removed many ahadith. Whatever they say, it is weak according to them or fabricated according to them. But the same Nasiruddin Albani, for one hadith, he has said this is da'if at one place. In his another book, he says that this is a sahih hadith. So the scholar who has done the research, when he himself contradicts, who are we to say because Albani said da'if, we believe it at da'if? So you say don't follow the imam and you regard Albani as your imam. So this is hypocrisy.
100%. Subhanallah. That is, thank you for the Hafiz Saab.